I'm not sure why my light turned on, but perhaps I need it. I'm glad you made it. I appreciate you showing up and coming to hear what I got to talk about. About 5 years ago, I was 314 pounds. Pretty damn big for a guy my height. Very unhealthy. It seems that I'm doing simple things that seem to give people inspiration and encouragement. Before we get into it, please hit the like button, please hit the subscribe and the notification bell. In another video, I'll get a little more specific about my story and how my weight loss journey started. I want to give you guys 5 of the biggest mistakes, 5 of my biggest mistakes I made when starting my weight loss journey. Now, I'll be honest with you, this list is realistically like 30 lines long. There's like 30 things on this list. But I tried to break it down to 5 things just so I wouldn't take an hour of your time. I'm gonna share with you some losses that set me up for some wins. The first mistake I made when starting my weight loss journey was trying to figure out what diet. I'll tell you right now, diets are pointless. I still eat fast food and I lose weight. I've actually gotten pretty good at it. Diets aren't absolutely necessary. Diets are something that most people can't stick with forever. You can do it for a short period of time, sure. You're gonna wanna break that diet because you know why? The restrictions of that diet might get too stressful. The restrictions of that diet might not be sustainable long term. This was a mistake I made when starting my weight loss journey, was worrying about a diet and counting calories. You know when I started winning? When I stopped dieting and counting calories. What would you do, you might ask? I'll tell you what I did. I started making better food choices, smarter food choices. I stopped indulging in the things that I shouldn't indulge in, like fried food and excess sugars, starchy food, foods that didn't agree with my body type. Make the smarter food choice. Ask yourself, how is this helping my body? Where's the nutritional value? Is there any nutritional value? And if there's not, don't consume it, period. The 4th biggest mistake I made was running out and getting a gym membership. I'll be honest with you. When I got that gym membership, I was motivated, but motivation is not enough. I was on track. I did good for about 7-8 months. I think I lost about 75, 80 pounds. I went from 314 down to somewhere in the 3 or 230 range. I felt good. I felt like I looked good. I was gaining some muscle tone, some definition, losing some flab. But eventually I fell off. And you know what happened with that gym membership? They kept charging my bank account, even though I wasn't going. They didn't just stop charging my bank account because I stopped going. No, they kept charging my shit. So I lost out on that money and I fell off. Number 3, the 3rd biggest mistake I made was thinking that my weight loss journey was going to happen overnight. Boy, was I mistaken. It did not happen overnight. Matter of fact, it did happen pretty quick. But I'm gonna tell you what did happen overnight. how fast I put the weight back on. That shit happened overnight. It took a little time for me to shed the pounds, but it took no time at all for me to put the pounds back on. So that was the third biggest mistake I made when I started my weight loss journey, was believing that it was going to happen overnight. All right, now we're getting into the meat and potatoes. The second biggest mistake I made was letting people and things knock me off my pivot. Example, you know how many times I almost skipped a workout because it was too cold outside, or it was raining outside, or it was too hot outside, or I didn't have enough time? I let nature stop me. I let the weather stop me. I let life stop me. I made excuses. I made it easy to not go. No matter what life throws at you, you got to stay the course, because that's the only way you're going to reach your goal. And that's the honest truth. And for the last biggest mistake I made when starting my weight loss journey, caring about what other people felt, said, and thought about me. A lot of us do it. Like right now, I'm walking through the park shooting this video. There's somebody up on the road. That person up there probably don't even care about me. And I'm just worrying about, do they care? Are they trying? No, stop it. In a lot of cases, people don't even, they're not even paying you no attention. They're doing their own thing. They're living their own life. Everybody has their own battles to fight. Trying to get over their own shit. You have to worry about you and get out of your head and stop thinking or worrying about how other people feel about you, what other people think about you, what people might be saying about you. You gotta focus on yourself. I know there's a lot of people out there that have families, that have kids, that are busy, but you have to make the time. And that's a bonus mistake right there for you. That's not a part of 5. A lot of people see the results of my efforts and they ask me what I do to achieve what I've achieved. And in a lot of cases, it's hard. It's hard to answer that question because I feel like it's a loaded question. There's so much. There's so much. But I feel like it was nothing too special. It was nothing real special. I feel like I did it, you can do it too. I swear. I feel like I did it, you can do it. And sometimes maybe we have to see someone else doing it to realize that we can do it. Hopefully someone will watch this video that wants to make changes and improvements in their life and see me doing it and say to themselves, oh, that guy's doing it. I know I can do it. Yo, I'm not going to be offended at all. Not in the least. Matter of fact, I'm going to be humbled and inspired because it worked. That was the plan. To show you that, hey, look, this is what I'm doing. And this is what it's done for me. This is how it's helped me. And you can do it too. You just got to start doing it. This shit's going to suck. There's going to be days that this shit sucks. There's going to be rainy days like it is today. But no matter what, you got to get out there. Because it's going to be these days that matter most. I want to thank you for joining me. I hope you join me in the next one. Again, if you could hit the like button, hit the subscribe, I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you for your time. I love you all. Have a good night.